Hello, so this is the first time I've attempted anything like this in a meaningful way. This is a track. I don't know if it's going to be on the record that I'm working on. It's something that I pulled out of the bag from a while ago, actually. It's sort of inspired by the Eels, which you'll probably be able to hear, or hopefully be able to hear. I will probably finish this track, but then I don't know again if I'm going to put it on the record or not. The whole purpose of this really is to see if it's possible for me to be able to record these properly, because what I want to try and do is do other things on the Substack, which include stuff like showing you more complicated mixes, because this is quite a straightforward and easy mix so far, but I've got others that are absolute whoppers, which I think are quite interesting. And this is a dummy run really just to see if it works, first and foremost, because it's not easy getting a DAW recording. It's actually a massive pain in the arse. So if it is working, then we're good. So we're going to plunge in. We're going to give it a go. Here we are. Okay. Now, there seems to be, as there is right now, it cutting out, and I think that's because I'm not used to this word. But it'll come back in. There you go. Predictable. Okay, so that bit there, that's the sort of bit to me that sounds very Eels-ish, if you've heard their stuff before. I'll try and isolate the guitars. Not that I'm suggesting you wouldn't know it, but yeah, it's like that. Well, it's the bass, but it's that sort of bittersweet sound that they did so well. They do so well. So that's all the guitars in together, including the bass, which isn't the guitar technically. Cool. So yeah, purpose of this is just to really trial and to see where we're at with it, whether it's possible to do, because obviously as well you've got to make content these days, which is very irritating. You can't just be a musician, you've got to put shit up all the time. I'm not going to put videos of myself up because I fail to see how that's in service of anybody at all, apart from the scientific community. You might be curious to have a look in and then sort of denounce God. So with that, I'm going to do some stuff on different VSTs, which if you're on the of the uninitiated, it's a thing that allows these different tracks, so different instruments that I've played to have different sounds, etc., that kind of thing. I'm also going to do, a bit of mixing stuff just to sort of give people tutorials. It's not really my cup of tea. I'm happy to teach and share things with people. Sorry, I'm tired, it's late. But also, I'm aware that it can be quite boring for other people if they're not interested. However, what can I say? You've got to play that game these days. You've got to upload videos of some description. So what I'll do before I go, so I'm just going to quickly load this up. This is an example of a slightly more complex track. So this, I'm gesturing, I don't know why. You can see down the side here is numbered. So there's about 20 or so ish tracks on this, which isn't, it might sound like a lot, but it's not. Tracks tend to be, or a record rather, a single that one does, is often many, many more than that. Now this is an example of one that is much more complicated. It's taking a fair amount of time to load in, which gives you an idea of how complicated. And you can see already I've got some of these boxed off, so this is just the guitars alone. If I come here, each one of these is a piece of music, and within this piece of music there is different sections. So for this track in particular, there is quite a big sort of orchestral bit at the end, and I'll play you a bit of that just to give you a taste, and then that, well, we'll leave it at that really, because you're not going to want to listen to me anymore. But yeah, so this is a bit of the orchestral bit. Well, that's a very little bit of the orchestral. Okay, so this is all quite nice. It's a bit Arcade Fire, I think, but that is obviously within a larger piece, which is this. And it's cut out again. What a mother. It doesn't sound the best. And the reason it doesn't sound the best is it's. Ooh, that's an interesting noise. I like that. You can't hear it there. That's because this track isn't completely mixed. I mean, it is, but I'm not letting you listen to that yet because I want to get the record done. Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. I'm going to sack this off. Thank you for watching this. If you've managed to bear it for any period of time, hopefully it's worked. Please comment below if you're able to hear any of this at all. If it works for you, and if it does, grand, then I'll come back at some point later on to add to this, but with more beneficial content, I would probably term it. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye.